Thank you very much for your time. The feedback from presentation, document itself, is quite positive. Let's speak about some details and the purpose of the document itself. What is the key messages of this document? You've been working on it last few months, and it's not just working on some key messages. It's a coordination within all the stakeholders, I mean, board and all the setups.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for inviting me. So the Pension Agency has launched this investment policy document, which is IPD, and it is it's very importantly we have to mention that the IPD is done very much in line with the law, that is Georgia law of Georgia on funded pensions. That's in it. That's how it is in English. So that the key messages that the law that the IPD delivers are the following.
But also alongside with the regulations and these bylaws and decrees coming from the
National Bank
of Georgia.
Absolutely, yeah. In line with all the regulations and the law. What are those key messages that the document delivers are the following. First, this is the low risky portfolio. So we must be in a low risky portfolio for the next 3 years, while we have to deliver the high real return, effective real return for our pension participants. That's the two key messages that we must be in line with. And this third message that we have to have for sure is that we have to have a high level of the custody of the pension assets. We have to keep the optimal diversification of the portfolio, and we have to have optimal liquidity of our investments.
While being more specific about the allocations, future allocations, up to the presentation, tell me a bit more. What is this 3-year journey within the, how do you say it? In low risky portfolio, correct.
Yeah, we have the following journey, and we call this journey our benchmark portfolio. Benchmark portfolio, it is just to define what benchmark portfolio is about. This is the low risky long-term strategy that we have from the investment board. And given our benchmark portfolio, it says the following allocation: 60% we must be in a certificate of deposit, CDs. 25% we have to be in treasuries, government T-bills, and 15% in the global equities. Global equities, I mean, we have to be tracking the MSCI index. Yeah. So this will be our journey for the next 3 years. But very importantly, we don't have any specific liability to do a 100% replication of the IPD, of the benchmark portfolio. We can deviate from the benchmark portfolio under those risk limits that we have defined and approved by the investment board. So that we might do some tactical allocation within the benchmark portfolio or out of the benchmark portfolio, but all the decision makings that we will be doing will be under the risk limits that we have, that we have defined and approved by the
Pension Agency in the nearest future will significantly be more active within the capital market of Georgia. I'm quoting the acting head. Yes. Pension Agency. Could you be more specific in this regard?
Absolutely.
What steps?
Exactly. So from the capital market development perspective, this is also another objective. But this objective must be under the first objective is the low risky portfolio, high real return, and the kind of second tier objective is to develop the capital market. So what we will be doing on the capital market, we are signaling the capital market that we have created a long-term Larry capital for the market. So that all the possible issuers that they can consider that there is a pension fund and they might be buying the shares and the stocks and the bonds for the Georgian company, so that we will be very active in the sense that we will be considering all the bonds and equities that are on the market or that might be on the market, but as said, under our risk limits. So that those risk limits are the following, so that we have the very high level of the credit rating requirement.
It's triple Y, it's secured, yeah?
It's a triple B. Oh. By the triple B, I mean it must be, or the company must have the country ceiling credit rating, and this is the first requirement. And the second requirement is we can invest in 1 notch below. We cannot invest at 2 or 3 notch below. And the country ceiling is a double B. 1 notch below is a double B minus. That's what we can do.
Good luck, Goga. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.